Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading. I hope you're having an amazing day. Let's see what you need to know for the month of July 2026 for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. And if you're interested in getting a private reading with me, the info is in the description box down below. All right. How are you doing? How's Scorpio? For the month of July, we have Spiritual Bath as your first card out, along with Crisis at the bottom. This is a time where there could be a lot of changes outside of your control, Scorpio. You are in this deep cleaning, deep regeneration. It feels like getting back to your grounded self after experiencing some sort of dramatic experience, or maybe that full moon in Capricorn shook something up in your life, or there's something that's out of your control, though. Like there's something you're having to surrender to in July, and like purify yourself from, or remove yourself from something that has been stressing you out, truly. At the bottom, we have Crisis, Good News, and Drama Queen with Love in the reverse. This kind of feels as if somebody that, like, as soon as, this is a red flag, you guys. Someone creating drama when suddenly, like, your life is improving and getting better, and then there's a person or there's a situation thrown your way that distracts you from the good. Or we have Crisis with Good News. So unless you're going through a crisis right now, this would be saying that good news is coming. You have something really positive to look forward to. It's actually going to make your life a whole lot better. Drama Queen with Good News. Maybe you're looking at yourself like, why was I so worried? Why was I so stressed out? Like, that was a waste of energy. I was being so dramatic. Like, maybe that was for somebody here after you've taken some time out to cleanse, to ground, to recalibrate your energy, and then you're like, what was I so worried about? What was the problem? Why was I so worked up about a situation? There is a change in the winds, though. There is going to be a shift in direction. So we'll see what that's all about, what that might bring you. Accidentally put Drama Queen face up. All right. Show me the month of July for Scorpio. Yeah, we have Y and Rock Bottom coming out on top of Spiritual Bath. So I feel like this collective that I'm picking up on today, it's been heavy for you. It's been intense for you. There's something here that really knocked you down, and you can't help but wonder, like, why is this all happening? Or where is this leading me to? You might be a little bit puzzled. Overthinking at the bottom. So July maybe has you... Oh, what? Good news flipping on reverse. Stop. I'm not laughing. I'm just, that's crazy. I put that in the deck earlier and then it came back out with humility. So you feel, yeah, like kind of like knocked down? Are you feeling like whoever this is, they're feeling very pessimistic about taking chances, or, oh, why should I bother trying if it's not going to work out? Like, that's this energy. That's this person's energy. Is this your energy, or is this someone that you're dealing with, Scorpio? Someone could be noticing that you've withdrawn your energy and they're wondering why you didn't put the energy, the effort. We have happiness falling on top of Spiritual Bath. So it looks like you chose your peace. You chose yourself. You took the time to reflect, to do some introspection. And it's like you found wholeness and fulfillment from you, from the things that you do. Like, you found wholeness from within, and you stopped going after things that made you feel empty or drained, exhausted. It's like this felt like having to replenish yourself after an exhausting time. experience with another, a conversation, being around someone's energy for too long. Why rock bottom, good news in the reverse? So, we're going to move on to the tarot in a moment. We have glow up in the reverse. Why is all these cards coming out in the reverse? I'm telling you, it's all upright. Oh, besides crisis. So you or this person are looking at this situation from like it looks like it's a setback, responsibility. Maybe this is with somebody you have kids with, or someone that I'm hearing like there's a shared responsibility. It takes two to tango, or it wasn't all just you. It wasn't all just them. Like there's a mutual interaction here. Laughter. Look, they're sharing. They're together. They're having a good experience. It's like it took two to tango. Needy celebration. Someone wanted a lot of attention. Masculine energy. Maybe the masculine wanted to have a lot of attention from you. This is reviving. This feels like a lot of Mars energy with anger management, with masculine energy and boundaries. So you basically were like, I can't do this anymore. This is my boundary. This is how I'm going to move forwards. This is how I choose to deal with the situation. This masculine energy is also how you're initiating and how you're taking action, and also responsibility. Masculinity with responsibility is one who is taking accountability for themselves, for their actions, what they did or didn't do. So it feels sort of like there's an energy around you that's poking through in this reading. Unless this person, this Y with rock bottom, if this is you, then that's you. But this may also be someone that you're dealing with, or you used to deal with, not anymore. I feel like you've cleansed or removed a lot of heavy energy that was affecting you. You share news and then it just like, let's not focus on the good. Let's focus on the doom and gloom or what could go wrong. It feels like with glow up, this more is like glow down. Something was affecting you, how you show up, how you carry yourself, how you felt about yourself. It affected you so much. You literally were experiencing a glow down until you removed yourself from this energy and you finally took accountability or responsibility for your own actions instead of staying in a situation that was literally tearing you down. Or it wasn't good news with this situation or these people or this relation, whatever this is. It was always something negative, or it was always some problem, is what I'm getting from this. And maybe you're wondering, why did I have to go through all that? Or someone's wondering, like, why won't you take responsibility for them? Because it's not yours. Rakun, shadowy energy trying to come out. Just want to see, who are we dealing with? Give me one card for Scorpio. I'll see who this other individual may be. Make one card for Scorpio. So, I love how that flew out, and they gave me two. The tiger and the shark. Okay, and who's this other energy that is showing up in this reading so far? Oh, look, hey, Rakun, and it's another card underneath that. Rakun with the tarantula. This is someone that has to make a decision, and it's like they want others to choose for them. That's what that feels like. So shark and the tiger, this would be, because I asked, this is Scorpio's energy. Shark and the tiger, this is where you're observing from afar. You're watching from afar. You're keeping your mouth shut. I don't really feel you're being outward, open, and revealing much at this time. You could be very much like very low key, very intentional of what you reveal. Like this is very high priestessy, and you're also just tuning in to the energies, to certain frequencies, messages in your dreams, insights and downloads. Like you're very much aware, and you're like scanning. In my mind's eye, I'm seeing like a captain in a ship. He's scanning the ocean to see if there's like a threat, or like to see, is this a safe place to swim with the shark, right? If there's a shark fin, you might not even see it. It might be 20 feet below, but the shark is there lurking. There's the energy of like, something is circling around There's something coming towards you. It's like the smell of rain before it rains. You can smell it in the air. You're sensing something. Your intuition is like heightened, extremely heightened, especially as we're in Cancer season. And yeah, there's something coming up on your radar that you need to pay attention to. And the thing about the shark is this may not be the first time you found yourself in this situation. There's a repetitive lesson coming up here, a bit of a cycle. And shark does say we need to address something. We need to acknowledge something. We can't keep pretending like it isn't there, because it is. It's very much there. And you know it. You might not be addressing it or making it clear that you know, or like talking about it, but you're just like sitting on it and you're like, I notice that. I see that. I'm aware of this thing or these feelings or this message. I'm aware. So the shadow, aware of the shadows, this raccoon, it's like, say it's a dark night. Luckily, knock on wood, no raccoons where I live. Knock on wood, because you never fucking know. Don't want to jinx it. But I just got the image of like a raccoon rustling in, whether it be like the bushes or fucking trash, and someone turns the light on, and then the raccoon just like hides and stays still, or like runs into the shadows and like hopefully stays still. But if you have a flashlight, their eyes will glow. It's like someone doesn't want to be caught, or someone's like sneaking around, and you're not necessarily calling it out, but you're aware of it. You're watching it. I'm like, I know you're there. You think I don't see you, but I do. Raccoon. The raccoon is described as someone who's very like artistic, very creative, and they have so much capability. They struggle with being seen, and they also struggle with acknowledging and seeing themselves. This is someone who is highly critical of themselves. They may tend to go back and forth about what they want in life, or like other people's judgments could affect how they carry themselves, or they've probably gone through a certain experience that really shaped them, and they have this like fear of being seen or fear of being authentic. Like this could be someone that wears a mask or has a certain character that they put on, like a show that they put on. Something's like, not like saying this is someone who's fake, but I feel like someone who dims their light, or they're afraid of their light, so they play small, or they try to not take up too much space. There's just like an insecurity coming around. We all got them, but this person here, they have a lot of potential, but they sleep on it. I don't think this person handles compliments very well. Okay, and then we have the tarantula. This represents like crossroads, decisions, choices. Like this brings in that spiritual energy. This person could be very spiritual, but I think they have a lot of intuitive gifts and abilities, but they're either afraid of it or they don't know, they don't really trust it, so they hesitate. Like I get that energy from here. But this tarantula would show this is a person who's at a crossroad of how they want to move forwards in their life and how they show up dealing with you, dealing with others. This would be saying someone who either is going to stay in that shrinking, limited, mask, inauthentic, play by everybody else's rules and opinions, or they're going to choose to like take up space, be their authentic self, and shine bright and like stop hiding. Why are you hiding? Why are you being all shy? Like come on out. Come on out. I see you're there. So I feel like you intimidate them. Whoever this individual is, they're intimidated by you. You have a very strong and magnetic aura and an energy and a confidence about you. It's unspoken. It's just you don't need to even put words to it. It's just the energy that you radiate, and you scare the shit. You scare the shit out of this person. Yeah, wolf in the reverse. You might not look at this person like they're the most reliable or trusting, or wolf in the reverse. This is someone that can't really stick to a plan. They say, okay, Tuesday at this time, meet me there, and then like they don't do that, or they are late, or they just completely, oh, I forgot, or oh, something came up, or they don't even say anything. let it pass. The wolf in reverse just feels someone that can't keep a story straight. So, yeah, you might be dealing with someone like this month, or you kind of left someone to wonder what they could have done, but it's all in the past. You can't turn back time. We are in Mercury retrograde in Cancer though, so that might bring up some loose ends or some unfinished business, right? So that might be why it's coming up here. If there's a decision that you've been avoiding making, July, you're probably gonna have to come to terms with. Lover's trying to flip out in the reverse. Because you can't have both, is what I'm hearing. You can't have both. Why? Is that true? I'm not saying that's true. Maybe that's what you're thinking. 5 of Wands, and they're in the reverse. There's like no resolution here. This is not very productive. This is bringing in just like Knight of Pentacles. Maybe this is fighting over money, or this has been a long drawn out battle for days. For some, maybe this has been weeks. Maybe this is like legal or court stuff. Like, but I just see like there's a lot of friction in July. A lot of friction, Scorpio. You and someone else are just not seeing eye to eye, or you're butting heads, or it always ends in an argument. High Priestess in the reverse and the Two of Swords reverse. There's that kind of raccoony, shadowy, I have to make up my mind, I have to choose differently, but I'm literally lying to myself. I can't even admit it to myself. I'm in denial. Because when we look at this High Priestess, they are wearing a mask. They're not hiding it. They're not trying to, like, it's there. It's obvious. There's a mask, and the mask is someone who acts like they know everything or that they have it all figured out, but they don't. Two of Swords in the reverse. Look at this guy. He's like hesitating. He's struggling to walk the thin line here. He's pulled in 2 different directions. I can't have both. I can't have both. Like, what does that even mean? Can't have, what the fuck? You want your cake and eat it too? Or like, what? Someone, what? You might be dealing with a Pisces. Five of Swords in the reverse. This is someone, double 5, by the way, but this is someone that feels like damned if I do, damned if I don't. Oh, and then look at this. It's kind of broken. It's like, how do I fix this? Or, oh no, that happened. You know what, you guys? Last night I broke a wine glass, like a glass. It was storming outside. I got scared. I moved too quickly. I'm clumsy. And I literally said in the reading I did yesterday, I was like, be careful of being clumsy. I know I'm clumsy. I need to be extra careful. And then like a couple hours later, whoops. So yeah, could have handled things a bit more carefully, more delicately, handled with care. And someone's like, fuck, I was too heavy-handed. Now it's too late. Or something like that. Why are all these cards, by the way, in the reverse here? Someone wishes they could reverse the situation, if they could undo it all. Control out, delete. Or no, Control Z. But like, another 5. Yeah. Suffering from a loss. Chariot, the one that got away. The one. Fucking Katy Perry. That's just what it made me think of immediately. But so, yeah, 2 of Swords reverse, 5 of Pentacles. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. What the heck? Where do I go from here? How do I make this better? How do I overcome this? This is a struggle. It just is a lose-lose. This is very challenging. And you or this person may act, or, you know, oh, it's fine. It is what it is. Life goes on. Lesson learned. But like deep down, you could be questioning, or this person's questioning, did I make the right choice? Should I have done something different? Did I not fight hard enough? Maybe if I explained it a different way, they would hear me. Maybe we would understand each other. there's been like a doubt within this decision. With you, Chariot maybe moving or changing jobs. Nine of Swords, the Tower. There's the fear of the unknown. Scorpio, Cancerian energy. There's some sort of fear of the unexpected or being unprepared. Perhaps this loss is something you weren't prepared for. But I also want to say, and this is like, not, well, it's not going to make a difference, but Two of Swords, Five of Pentacles, I wanted to say, may not be useful worrying about it, but like, how's that going to fix shit? It ain't. Well, you know what? Actually, wrong. If you, and I know it's hard, trust me, but if you can somehow find the strength to find like some sort of sacredness from within, like sacred calmness, peace, you don't have to love it. You don't have to, like, there's a level of acceptance that leads to happiness, regardless of what's going on in the external, regardless of how much money you have, regardless if you and this person are on good terms, regardless if this relationship works out, like, just being so full from within that it doesn't even matter. Can you reach that state? Maybe. Very challenging, though. How? We're human. We feel all the feels and think so much. So it's not so simple, just like snap your finger. But if you can somehow find the ability, let's see, death, to embrace this change, because you guys are good at change. You guys are the death card. This is your energy. You guys know the ins, the outs. You are going through a massive rebirth. And this fell out on the High Priestess reverse. So there's like someone's it's like someone here changing, but is it just because there's like hope and optimism here? Someone has wanting to change because having more hope and optimism, the more you focus on that, the more you align to those outcomes and experiences. Ten of Swords and the Star is someone that's able to heal, take a step back, look at the bigger picture, what this ending brought out for them, and what good came out of this. And some of y'all are going to be like, there was no good. Are you alive? You're breathing. That's good. You got so much to be thankful for. There's inspiration here too. Creative inspiration. I feel this would be a great time to channel that pain and that anger, that frustration. But yeah, guys, July seems like there's something that's like ending. Because this is too much. This is destroying your happiness. Three of Swords. Oh my gosh. Hierophant was underneath that, but I want to pull more. Aw, Scorpio, I'm sorry. Two of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, you and someone are just going separate ways. But then Two of Wands in reverse, you're like, is this the right call? Is this the right... This keeps coming out. So this is either your energy or this is someone else. Honestly, it might even just be shared. Agree to disagree. Two of Wands in the reverse, Ten of Pentacles, the Page of Cups. This is messy. Children are involved, family are involved, friends are involved, maybe your work is involved. There's a lot of people involved, or there's a lot of time, that a lot of energy, money that was invested here. And Page of Cups to Ten of Pentacles. I don't know why, but I'm getting like there might be a message coming from like a mutual person, a mutual friend, or maybe it's like someone that they're related to, whether, or maybe they tell, if you have any siblings, this person might be like, hey, to your sibling, hey, can you tell blank, can you tell Scorpio XYZ? You might get a message from another person to pass on their message. Like, you know, I don't know why. I kind of feel like that's something that might be taking place, because either they can't get through to you or you can't get through to them. But there's a lot of pain here. Oh, man. Okay. Well, can we get an outcome regarding this situation for Scorpio? For those that resonate, let's get an outcome for the month of July. Magician, when I stopped shuffling, is at the bottom. Can we get an outcome for Scorpio in July 2026 regarding this situation? What is the outcome? Mind you, you have your free will. You can change any time. Shift to whatever timeline you want, what you like. We have the King of Swords and the Fool. We get our outcome. We have Three of Wands, the Star, the Six of Cups, and the High Priestess, and also the Devil. Okay, so Aries, we have Aquarius, we have Pisces, and Capricorn coming on out. Two of Coins, choices at the bottom, very big choices. You've had a lot of twos in this reading. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then didn't we have the Lover show up at a time? You have a lot of decisions. So King of Swords and the Fool. This is you being open to something new beginning, a new start, a new cycle. You're being very detached and analytical and sticking to the facts. You're precise, okay? You're not going in blind. You're going in very intentionally. You're going in with a plan. Very solid plan. You have these expectations. You have a vision of how it's all going to come together, what you need to do, how you're going to make it happen. You know, you're definitely going towards a dream, a wish, a desire that you've had for a very long time. This is also very healing for you. It's very healing for you. It allows you to relieve yourself of some kind of pressure or stress or something that you've had a lot of doubt about or insecurity about. This feels like, it's just like, yes, like there's something satisfying about the way this is unfolding, the way this is playing out. And so the Star and the Six of Cups, this does feel like either reviving a past dream or something you wanted a while ago, a couple months ago. Maybe this is something you dreamt of when you were younger, but this is also reviving something from your past, whether it be recent past or a long time ago. But this is relating to a situation that, well, High Priestess, the Devil, and whatever we were talking about here, right? You and someone not seeing eye to eye, some sort of loss, ending, pain, suffering, lies, deception, masks. Not to like that extreme, but just like some beef, right? There's been some beef. And someone also is like kind of hiding in the shadows, not sure, should I come out? Or should I stay hidden? Should I wait for them to call me out? Like, but then I feel like with the tiger shark person, it's like, I'm not going to call them out, but I'll give them signs, right? The little shark fin in the water. I don't know. There's this weird interaction throughout this entire reading. So this could be connected to that. But I'm seeing like you get some sort of wish or something you've been wishing for or hoping for coming to fruition. Six of Cups and the High Priestess. I feel like you're uncovering secrets of the past or hidden information, things that were concealed. You're about to discover some interesting things. High Priestess and the Devil. Well, this could be something that sucks a lot of energy out of you. If I'm being completely honest, we go back to even these oracle cards at the beginning and even like the glow down card. I feel like this is something that would zap your energy. It's something that you may be very stuck in or attached to. This feels like energy vampire in a way, very much like parasitical. So, Two of Coins at the bottom. It's your call. It's your choice. Hangman. You might want to think about it. You might want to reflect about this a little bit longer before you decide to, like, maybe entertain this or be intentional of how you approach this, because something isn't resolved here, right? The Devil, whatever challenge or issue or problem that you were experiencing, or whatever this fight was all about, this doesn't feel like it's just something that you can just forget about or sweep under the rug. Otherwise, it just gets worse. It just rots away worse and more. And as more time goes on, it just feels like High Priestess and the Devil. This also feels sort of like if someone's saying, oh, I've changed, but it's a mask, or High Priestess is masking the toxicity. It might not be so obvious at the moment, but it's there. It's just hoping you won't notice. Like, I get a weird energy from that. So Hangman, Two of Coins, Four of Cups, also the Chariot and the Tower. Yeah, we saw that earlier. Chariot and the Tower. Something about this feels a bit unpredictable. Like, that's why you're showing up King of Swords mode, which I think is very much needed at this time. Whoever or whatever you're dealing with, there could be some sort of blurred line between, like, reality versus, like, it's very dreamy, and I'm trying to figure out, I'm probably overthinking it in my brain, Mercury retrograde. There's some sort of illusion to be mindful of. Like a mirage you see on a hot summer day. It looks like there's water, but it's just a mirage. I don't know, look out for that. I'm going to leave your reading here. Let me know how it resonates. You might need to come back to this, and I will see you later. Have a blessed day, Scorpio. Bye.